By the dawn of the 1980s, the Necronomicon had become an unlikely literary curiosity. Readers debated its origins. Collectors hunted elusive editions. Occult bookshops stocked versions claiming hidden wisdom. Some believed, mostly simply wondered. Then, a young filmmaker from Michigan changed everything. When Sam Raimi began making The Evil Dead in the late 1970s, he wasn't adapting H.P. Lovecraft. He wasn't attempting to faithfully recreate the Cthulhu mythos. Instead, Raimi borrowed one brilliant idea: a forbidden book, a text capable of unleashing unimaginable evil simply by reading it out loud. It was the perfect horror device. No elaborate explanation required, no lengthy mythology, only curiosity. Within moments, ordinary people became participants in their own destruction. The horror isn't summoned through malice, it begins through innocence. Someone finds a book. Someone presses play on an old tape recorder. Someone speaks words they do not understand. Knowledge becomes contagion. Once released, it cannot easily be contained. The simple premise transformed Lovecraft's literary invention into something immediately cinematic. The Necronomicon no longer existed only in the imagination. It sat on a dusty table, its cracked leather cover inviting curious hands, its pages waiting patiently to be opened. Perhaps the greatest innovation of the Evil Dead franchise wasn't simply placing the Necronomicon on screen, it was giving it personality. Over subsequent films, the book evolved. Its cover became flesh. Its pages appeared stitched together from human skin. Eyes seemed ready to blink. Mouths silently screamed. The Necronomicon no longer resembled an ordinary manuscript. It looked alive, as though the knowledge contained within its pages had begun consuming the book itself. Every new filmmaker brought fresh interpretations, different covers, different bindings, different histories, yet each retained the same unsettling quality. This was never merely a prop, it was another character, one that outlived heroes, villains, even entire timelines. Ash Williams might disappear, cabins might burn, cities might fall, but somewhere the book always survived, waiting patiently for its next reader. The success of The Evil Dead propelled the Necronomicon far beyond Lovecraft's original stories. Today, its influence stretches across almost every corner of popular culture. Films, television, comic books, role-playing games, heavy metal albums, video games, board games, graphic novels. Cosplayers painstakingly recreate its grotesque appearance. Collectors commission handcrafted replicas. Artists reinterpret its impossible pages. Few fictional objects have enjoyed such remarkable longevity. It has become shorthand for forbidden knowledge itself. Mention the Necronomicon and most horror fans immediately understand this is the book you should never open, which of course makes everyone want to open it. There is something fascinating about humanity's relationship with dangerous knowledge. Every generation invents its own forbidden texts. Sometimes they are genuine religious works, sometimes political writings, sometimes scientific discoveries, sometimes entirely fictional creations. The Necronomicon occupies a unique place among them. It asks a deceptively simple question: if there truly existed a book capable of revealing ultimate knowledge, would you read it, even if it came at a terrible cost? Lovecraft believed curiosity was both humanity's greatest strength and its greatest weakness. His characters are rarely forced to confront horror. They choose to. They investigate, translate, excavate, open, read. Knowledge, once acquired, cannot be forgotten. The Necronomicon is therefore not simply a horror prop, it is a metaphor for curiosity, for obsession, for the irresistible temptation to know what lies beyond the next page. So, after everything we've explored tonight, one final question remains. Did the Necronomicon really escape fiction? In one sense, no. There is no evidence that Abdul Alhazred ever lived. No ancient manuscript has ever been discovered. No medieval translation forgotten inside a hidden monastery. The Necronomicon is and always has been a work of imagination. Yet, in another sense, perhaps it did escape, because today people buy it, display it, study it, debate it, collect it, film it, cosplay it, tattoo it onto their skin. A fictional book has inspired real rituals, real discussions, real scholarships, real art, real fear, and real wonder. Very few books, real or imagined, can claim such influence. Perhaps that is the Necronomicon's greatest magic. Not that it summons demons, not that it awakens ancient gods, not even that it has become one of horror's most enduring icons. Its true power is that it convinced us to keep searching for hidden libraries, forgotten knowledge, impossible books, because somewhere deep inside us, we all want to believe there is one final volume waiting to be discovered. One last forbidden page, one final secret. And perhaps that is why the Necronomicon continues to haunt our imagination. Not because it exists, but because part of us wishes it did. Thank you for joining me for another journey into the strange, mysterious, and forgotten corners of occult history. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Library of the Occult with fellow seekers of the strange. And if you'd like to see how one of fictional grimoire helped redefine horror cinema, be sure to visit Surgeons of Horror, where I've just published a new retrospective celebrating 45 years of Sam Raimi's The Evil Dead, the film that transformed the Necronomicon from a literary curiosity into one of the most recognizable cursed objects in popular culture. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, some books are best left unopened.